how does the urban and contemporary synergize with tradition? How do you combine these and find a way to help the very women who need the most help? Hello and welcome to the Womenpreneur Asia podcast, and I'm your host, Krista Goon. In today's episode 8, we are talking to Wong, who co-founded the Penan Women Project in Malaysia. Anne used to study and work in the US before she came home to Kuching, Sarawak. She got married, gave birth to twins, and settled down to be a homemaker. But she also felt that she needed to do something with her skills in design and use the skills she did. She used her art and design skills to bring about change in rural Sarawak. In this interview, hear as she talks about how she empowers the Penan women, an indigenous tribe in Sarawak, by bringing new life and new uses to traditional homemade crafts. Let's hear her story. Hello and welcome to the Womenpreneur Asia podcast. I'm here today with Wong of Penan Women Project. Hello Anne, welcome.
Hi Krista, and hi everybody.
So Anne, let us get right into it and let's talk about your project, Penan Women Project, right?
Yes.
You are the co-founder for Penan Women Project. Can you tell us a little bit what this project is all about?
The founder, who is Shida Mujed, a lady that I met maybe around 5 years ago. She's been running this handicraft, teaching the Penan tribes, the Penan weavers in rural of Sarawak, teach them to weave bags that can sell. So when I met her, I just wanted to be a volunteer to help her, on whatever that she need. And somehow, since with my background as a graphic designer, I thought this bag have potential to go further, and also how to market it out to a better audience. So that's where I came in and we start with this Penan Women Project.
Then when did you start this, or when did you join?
On particular, as a Penan Women Project, we started it on, I think, October 2015. That's where we started our first, working together with Shida. And then after that, I think after a few months, she told me that she has to leave to follow the husband, go back to Holland. So she told me that I will need to take over. And then that time I don't really know how to run everything, but she just encouraged me, said that, just learn, not to worry, just go step by step and not to think too much, just try my best to do it. So during that 1 year before she moved, she kind of mentored me around and how to deal with the people, because with the Penan, the mindset is very different. We can compared to the city folks, how they think, like a lot of things that they do, even like weaving a bag. For them, they don't understand about doing something that make it beautiful, make it neat. For them, a basket is just a basket to put the like the produce that they can collect from the jungle or put their vegetables. So they don't see why they need it to make it beautiful. But that is all what we need to be there to guide them. Why we want to make it beautiful, how we're going to attract people to buy all these this product to support them.
Okay, so that's been like 5 years, right? More or less 5 years, coming to 6 years. Yeah. So in that short span of time, I can see that there's been a lot of good response towards the products that you have under Penan Women Project. Can you tell us a little bit what kinds of or where do you sell these products?
When we started, when I think the first sale me and Shida did, we were selling it on the, what do you call that? The shop lots, the kaki lima, I don't know.
The corridor.
Yeah, the corridor of the shops, it's like really outside. And then because we don't really know people, and then but we started from there, like selling on the roadside, like almost like a roadside but it's outside the shops. And then slowly we get we get like space like in a clubhouse. And slowly I try to put ourselves into a better location, because I think that when you are trying to sell a product, the environment is very important, so that you can create to show people this is a quality product. You need to be a quality place. So then we start from kaki lima, then we join bazaar, and then also we conduct our own sales at the hotel spaces, and we go around like in Sarawak side. We have like Kuching, Miri. In Semenanjung side we have like in Penang. We join the festival event like the Rainforest Fringe Festival, and different kind of there's a lot of events that we go to.
So it seems that there's a lot of support from the community towards your products and your bags. So how did you get to work with all these people, or is it because they heard about it and they got so excited they already want to help you sell your bag?
Something like that. I think when it started, it was just me and then another friend, another one or two friends. I use my friend. I always ask my friend to help. I ask my friend.
You must have a lot of friends in Kuching then.
Yeah, and all around it's like asking, like if in KL, it's like asking my friend whether they can help. And like in Penang, I asked Krista. So then after that, somehow I think there is one time we are sort of short of friends, like some friends may not be able to make it. So I just make a shout out in our Facebook asking anybody wanted to help. Then we have a lot of people, message me back, said they can come and help with our sales. And from there we kind of found friendship from there, and people with the same mindset and wanted to help in helping these Penang people. So we then have a group of ladies that always help us to do all these sales. Yeah, I think it's it's kind of wonderful they were the customer then become our volunteers.
So I think your networking and your team, I guess, is the one that helps you drive the sales, right?
Yes. Without them, it's really hard. I can't do everything.
One of the things I wanted to ask is also, can you describe the bags or the product for us? What kinds of products do you have right now after 5 years?
After 5 years. So
you started with the bag, right? You started with the...
We started with like tote bags, the regular bags, that regular basket that putting stuff. Then we expand to home living basket that we think of ways to how to use this weaving skill and the traditional basket. How we're gonna turn it into something that is suit to the urban to use. Like we have marketing basket to go for market, and then or go out for takeout to the school for kids. So we try to introduce different use of the basket, and we also make trays, for putting papers, so that we can introduce to offices, like office, so they can use it to put the documents and stuff like that. It's always designing. We always design different use for the bag or use of this woven. I would say woven product. Yeah, how we come up with new things to introduce to our customers, so we don't just start with one product and keep selling the same thing.
So the other thing I also wanted to mention is that when we mention woven product, a lot of people think it's woven with traditional material. Yes. Or natural fiber. So in your case, your products are different because your products are washable. Yes. And maybe you want to talk about that. That would be an interesting aspect, because that's actually, I think, where the uniqueness of the product is. That's where you can get multiple types of things.
Yes. So this back to Shida. So when she first met this Penan with another lady, a friend of hers in Brunei, they actually were helping the Penan to sell rattan basket. The very traditional rattan basket, like the backpack they use, the bag that they use for hunting or gather fruits in the jungle. So at first, when they sell it, they sell it in the expat circle among their friends. They can sell it but people will only buy 1 or 2 pieces because the bag itself not really useful for the urban. You can use it as a souvenir, as a decorative item. But to use it, you won't bring a big backpack. Not big backpack. It's like a really big basket out to go shopping, right? You won't use that. So from there, she find that it's very hard to help them to sell after they finish off the whole village of the expat. So then after that, she asked the weavers, "Is there any other thing you can do?" So they brought her this, the old type of plastic strapping bags that look like the ama type, just very simple boxes. They just use a very simple weaving style. And when she saw that, she said, okay, this would be something that we can use, but we need to use the Penan weaving. We need to use this. We can use the material, but then we introduce the Penan weaving into this material and use this material to come up with different kind of bags. And with this is what we use is called strapping belt. PP strapping belt is what usually meant for packing, right? The packing cargo. And nowadays we have a lot of color because of the, the manufacturer. They see these people using it as a craft. And when we do it craft, they need a lot of color. So they come up with a lot of color, and we can use it to make our bags or the baskets so it doesn't look so dull, just like, because if it is a rattan, it is just brown and black. And beside using this material, the goods of using this material is very durable. You can wash it, and then it's lasting. It can last for many years. And it's helping the Penan to cut down the process time. They can produce more bags using this material because we bought it from a store and send it directly to their door. And compared to rattan, they need to go into jungle to harvest the rattan, because in Sarawak the jungle is getting less resource in there. Like rattan, they may need one whole month. They just need to go in few times. Each time they go, maybe spend a night or 2 nights in the jungle to find the rattan. And they may only collect enough to make 1 or 2, maybe 3, 4 of their traditional rattan basket. When they make this traditional rattan basket, they don't have anybody go out and sell it, because when they go out to the town to sell all this basket, even in town, you can see it selling 100 something or 80 to 100 plus ringgit, depends to the vendors. For them to go out to the town, they need to pay the transportation. Sometimes it can cost up to 200 ringgit for a round trip. They don't have that money to, just pay for the transportation, go out to town, maybe just sell 10 baskets, or sometimes just 5 baskets. So they wait for people to come in to buy from their house, like buy from their village. Some people sometimes go in and collect all these baskets.
But how far is the village from the town?
Okay, the village from town is about 8 hours on logging road. Okay, there's no proper road. And for them, when they sell it to the, the collector, the vendors, they will come in and collect.
Or the middleman, yes?
The middleman. The middleman will usually only buy off from them for 25 ringgit, sometimes 15, depends how they negotiate with the Penan. So the price is really, really low when you look into how long they use the time to harvest. Because after harvest, they have to process, they have to peel, they have to clean, make it really thin to weave. So take out a lot of time, and they only earn 25 to 30. I think maybe 38 or 40 will be the best price that they can get. So with using rattan, they can't generate income. They can't generate enough income to sustain their life. So with the PP strapping belt, they can easily make four baskets in a day. And usually each weaver, we let them do maybe 30 to 40 baskets a month. So which can really help them to generate some what I call is a sufficient income.
So in your case, once they have finished weaving the bags or the basket, you will go in to get it from them, from the village?
Yes, we have our contact, which is also the Penan, one of the Penan, what we call that, we call them the leader. She will be leading the group of ladies. Like in the kampong, we have one leader. She will lead the ladies, and she may also lead a few kampong outside, not far from their kampong, so that we can, rather than me dealing with weaver one by one, so she will help me to gather them, so collect their basket, give them the order, and check the quality, because I want them to learn all this, how to put things together, how to organize, how to work with each other, and then she will also be responsible to send out the basket to our hub in Miri. Then in our hub, we will go out to the places that we need to go out.
Okay. So then in that case, I need to ask you this question, because you're the one who is actually designing, right? You're the one designing the bags or designing new items that these Penan women will be weaving. So when you first started, did you ever think that you'll be using your design knowledge to do so?
I think when it started, when I saw the bag, actually, when Shida was selling, I saw that. I said, this is quite nice. I think it has potential to turn into a lot of things. So, and I really into design. And I used to think that I want to go into product design when I was studying design in US. But then I didn't go into product design because I like to think how we use something, the functionality there. Is it practical? I don't like to design things that is not practical. As you can see, most of our product is, you can really use it. It's not just for a deco item that you just put there, or something that is really hard to use. Yeah. So because I'm a user as well, so I would think of how would I use it as a user, and what do I want as a user. So this all I apply into the design when I think what to do next, like what I need. Like,
so where do you get your inspiration?
Daily life. Usually daily life, like, I need something to put my kids stuff. Maybe I need to put something to organize a magazine. Then I will come out a magazine basket. Things like that. It is like, something that I need to use, because I think in terms of our customer, there are like a lot of ladies, a lot of mommy, basically our customer. So things that I want to use, I'm sure they want to use too.
Okay, so now we want to talk about you as a person, because just now we talked a lot about Penan Women Project and you as the co-founder of that particular project to help the Penan women. So what were you before you joined or got involved?
Okay. Where should I start?
Start when wherever you want to start, I guess, when you're studying.
Okay, so I studied in US. As a graphic designer, a web graphic designer, what we call at that time they call new media designer. So I do what do you call that? I do I can't remember what is that word.
Design. Interactive
design. Yeah. Interactive design. So study human how to use things. That is why that kind of things that really stick in my mind, like how to use things.
So it's actually very useful, right?
It's very your
design knowledge.
Apply, yeah. It's applied. It's a practical thinking, practical thinking. And then after that, I moved back to Malaysia. I thought I want to come back. Also with a family matter, I come back.
But how long were you there in the US?
I was there for about 10 years. Then come back. I think I come back for about six years. Then I met my husband. Then after we got married, we moved to, that time I still do freelancing, do graphic design and web design freelancing. Then when we moved to Miri, that's where all the Penans are, nearby in Miri, at the Ulu Baram area. And I have twins. So I gave birth to a twin. And that kept me busy and kind of cut off from the outside world. And for me, I really like to do things, and I like to have interaction with people. So I couldn't, when you have baby, you can't really go out. So, but when they started to go into preschool, nursery, so I said, okay, now I have time. How do I use my time? When they turn 3, I said, like, how do I use my time? At first, I stay at home. I do a lot of DIY things. I will build things. But then it's a bit messed up. And then, because I like to think, I keep on thinking what I want to do, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then when
And you're also very creative, right?
I don't know whether this is called creative.
Oh, you want to do things with your hands, right?
Yes,
I mean, like very hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on. So when I'm free, I like to do these kind of things. So when I saw the Penang basket, I said, hey, I can volunteer. It's time to volunteer rather than wasting my time on drama or whatever. All the mummies doing things that mummy will do, like cooking. But I said, I need to do something that I think will benefit others. So I said, why not? I just volunteer. It's not gonna use a lot of my time. I was just thinking like that. I'm just gonna help sales or packing, things like that. But then you get to hear where it become kind of like full-time jobs.
So where is your passion then? I see that there's a number of things that you're interested in. You're interested in creative things. Mm-hmm. You're interested in creating functional objects.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Besides that, I like to help people, I think. Because I think it's when I meet them, like a lot of the weavers, sometimes they come to me. Even it's not my weaver, I will tell them, give them feedback of the work they do, how to improve their work. And because I think sharing is very important, and that's why when I'm doing this Penan Women Project is I share my knowledge. I share with them how to run things, how to do things, and try to guide them, help them in that sense.
Why is it like?
Why? Do we need to say why? When you just want to help, you help.
I mean, is there a specific reason for specifically the Penan woman? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like,
okay. I think in Sarawak, a lot of Sarawakians don't really know about Penan because they are a very small, what do you call it, the minority indigenous people in Sarawak. So they are a bit back off compared to a lot of tribes. And they really need help in this sort of stuff because a lot of but right now quite a lot of NGO helping them as well because everybody started to notice there's a group of these indigenous people. If we don't take good care of them, they're gonna whip off in the earth in Sarawak. Like there's the only tribe there. And they are nomadic. They were nomadic before. So now I think yesterday I attended a meeting. I was told there's not a lot of Penan people even in the whole Sarawak. So like in Miri's side maybe only 10,000. So it's not the population is not a lot. and they only gather in the Ulu Baram area, which is near the Miri side and the Limbang side, which is near the Brunei side, if you look into the Borneo Island map. So I think I don't really need a reason why I want to help them. Like when you help, you just say, okay, maybe I can help. Then you just go and help. Yeah.
In terms of like you've been working for so many years with all these weavers who are women, what have you seen change for them? I'm sure, of course, economically they are better now compared to maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Anything else that you observe about them, or anything that you feel that they have changed in a way ever since you work with them?
I think I can take an example. Because different the weavers, we have about 80 to 100 weavers together in different villages. Depends to the weavers. Like with the weavers that I always contact with, especially the leader, they can lead better. They can lead and then understand the corporate world. What I would say, like a corporate world, I have to teach them when you take an order, you need to give contract, you need to ask for deposit, because a lot of time when they're selling outside, they get order from people. They just go back and do it right away. They will spend money to buy material, and they will start to go and weave. And when they come out to the town, they try to call that person. The person will not pick up their phone anymore. Then they have all this basket that they don't know where to go. So a lot of time they have this, they face this. So I have to teach them, how to do things like, get contract, get the deposit, so that you don't lose. Even you lose your workmanship, at least you have some money for your material. And from there, I think they learn a lot about this. And also, I managed to train one of the weaver. She's a young girl, and right now she almost like a leader in their community for the Penan. I push her to bring the Penans out to get the IC done, and then sometimes I have some donation drive. I let her to handle it. So from there, she learned how to lead their own people, and also she started her own online business. She would take order from Facebook, or from I think she also put it on maybe from Shopee or something. So it's things that they started to be innovate as well. So I think that is something that
they're also how should I say, more courageous to come out and try different things.
Yes. They're more courageous to try and try to sell and also help themselves.
Okay. I also know that you do Project Shine, which is in a way linked back to the Penan and the people in the interior. So how did you get involved in Project Shine, and is it as a result of Penan Women Project?
Okay, actually I forgot. Yeah. And when I first started with this Penan Women Project, the first reason that I saw Shida, because when I look at her bike selling stuff, then I go to her Facebook and I saw her going into the jungle of Sarawak. And that is the thing that I want to do. I told her I want to go to the jungle. I cannot be a volunteer. Because for me, as a Sarawakian, I feel like I want to go to the heart of the Sarawak to see this beautiful rainforest that we have, because I like Mother Nature. So then I said, I want to go to the Penan village. I said, I've never been there. Can you bring me? Then she said, and you can do it yourself. Sell some basket, generate some money, raise some fund, then you can go in. So that's what how I started the Penan Women Project. We sell the basket, and then with the profit that we make, we pay for our transportation, the materials, and all the things that we need to run, and then we keep a fund on the side to go for the people that who are not in the weaving project, because some of them are really too far away, because we cannot go too far, like sending material to too far away and then take it out is taking a long time, and it's very hard to for us to also monitor the work. So for those that we cannot do our weaving project, we try to reach out to them with our Shine project. We used to just call it a Ulu visit, but then last year we put it into a Shine, which is what we do is bring doctors in, and then we introduce them hygiene. Shine stand for S is for sanitary, and then H is for health, I is for what's I for? Impact? I can't remember. So sorry. and then and education is for education. So we try to educate them with how to be healthy, how to look after themselves. We bring doctors in to give them a general medical checkout and consultation, and then we bring medicine in like deworms. We give deworms to the kids because a lot of them are barefoot. They be running around in the kampong, so they have a lot of parasite in their body which they didn't know. So we give them all this medicine to clean it off. So that is part of the Penan Women Project, part of the fund that we generate and go back to benefit back to the Penang community.
Okay, so every year you go in to the interior with Project Shine, or is it twice a year? How often do you go?
We try to go in at least once a year, because the first two round we did it quite easily, and then because we have sponsorship, so that is because when you go in, there's a lot of money needed, buying the medicine, the rental of the trucks, bringing volunteer in. The first 2 years we did it in a row. The last one, because of me moving back to Kuching, I moved back to Kuching, so it's a bit hard for me to gather people. So we only managed to do it this year. We managed to do it this year, early March. Is it early March? No, early March we went in for another round. So we hope to be able to go in often so we can follow up with them. We'll follow up the hygiene and everything. So yeah, we try to go in every year. We hope to do that. And this year we may try to go in again in October, but because of the pandemic, I think we may need to delay it until everything's stable, because we also don't want to bring in, who knows, there's a risk that we bring in the virus or something, which is what we don't want. Yeah.
Can people join you? Can volunteers join you? Like last time we asked Shida, do you want to join her? Can people join you on this Project Shine trip?
Yes.
They can?
They can join us. Like if there is a group of people like they wanted to join, let's say they want to go into, because for an outsider to go into a Penang village or in the rural of Sarawak, it's not like, hey, can I just go to your kampong? They will be a bit resist. They will wonder what you want over here, because there's a lot of time people go in, maybe aiming for the forest or whatever, I don't know. So they're very careful. And with us, because they already know us, you can come in with us. If there is a group of people, like let's say 4, usually 4 will be good, so that you can rent a truck. All you need is just rent a truck with us. Then you can just follow us in. And then you can help out. Let's say we can give you a job. Okay, do a presentation. How do you teach the kids to wash their hand? Like during this COVID, can you talk about COVID-19? What is it? So that they have, you can do a presentation. I think there'll be something beside you go experience the journey into the kampong, that how they go in and out, then see the beautiful rainforest of Sarawak. Then you can go and live with them. During the trip, I think this year we did, I did it's kind of like experiment how to bring tourists in, like ecotourism. So I took a few expats in with me, but they are the volunteer. They are the truck volunteers. So they have the 4x4 truck. So I say, okay, you can help us to bring some goods in, our medicine or pre-loved stuff. So they come over from Brunei and we bring them in, and we have, I asked Penan to bring them to look for jungle food, like jungle vegetables that can be eaten, and then we cook together. So they find it very interesting. Like we'll be like eating the flower from the banana buds, right? The banana flower. We just pick it up from the roadside. Those are wild banana. And we were like picking all these funny vegetables that we don't even know what is it. So they find it very interesting. We're supposed to bring them for fishing, teaching them using traditional way how to fish.
No fishing rod. Got fishing rod?
Yeah, no fishing rod. But that time we ran out of time because sometimes when we get into the kampong, it's very late. Sometimes it's quite late because usually we do the dinner, so they have to prepare dinner and teach them all this, how to cook the very simple, what we call jungle food, jungle kampong food. And yeah, they enjoy it very much, and they gave us a feedback. They said you guys totally should bring, tourists.
More people, more tourists, more travelers.
Yeah, let them join in, and then they can pay the what do you call that, homestay with the Penan, so that Penan family can make some money, make some, they can prepare the bed for tourists to sleep. Then it kind of like generates some income for them. I think that we might play with that.
That sounds like a very interesting experience, especially for city dwellers who have never gone any deeper into the jungle. This is a good experience.
Yeah, we also like to bring like youngster, like from the universities or whatever, if they wanted to go in. I think it's a way for them to see the life, a very simple life. And a lot of them go in like, wow, I feel so relaxed in here. Like there's no stress, I think people rather get off from the city and go in there, because in there you don't have 4G, you don't have Wi-Fi. It forces you to, enjoy.
To sit and talk to someone.
Yeah.
Or actually sit and talk to someone.
Yeah. Sit down, talk to someone, or you can go wander off a bed and look around. Usually, most of the village have a river. They were always near beside river, so you can go and swim. And yeah, it's very, very nice. Or you can do some barbecue on the side if you get to hunt.
Yeah, that sounds like a great. How should I say? Another vet. Yeah. I still have to get that all sorted out. Yeah, but that would be really interesting. I really think that is something that I would like to experience for myself also. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's like there are plenty of good things that you can do with ecotourism these days.
Yes. Yeah, I think totally, because a lot of people, they don't get to go in. Like let's say your husband Nick is a Sarawakian. I think he never been into Ulu Baram, right?
Yeah, none at all.
I think especially like Sarawakian, when you go in, it's like, wow, this is the heart of Sarawak. This is the heart of Borneo. When you look at the map, right, you look at the Borneo Island, it's really right in that middle, like a heart of that. Because we always said the Borneo Island looked like a dragon, right? So it looked like the heart there.
Okay, so we definitely we have to experience that for ourselves soon. Once all this pandemic thing is over, The other thing I wanted to ask is also this. When you first started out with the Penan Women Project and you were getting the Penan weavers to make the bags, were there any challenges? I mean, of course, you said you started selling on the kaki lima, on the corridor, right? But besides that, was there any challenges in trying to get people to accept this kind of new, it's not really a new bag, it's still woven, it's still made by hand, by the Penan woman, but it's a new concept, right? Because it's different colors, different way of using it compared to the traditional way. So were there any challenges or issues in the beginning when you first put this project put these products out in the market for people to buy?
Yeah, when we started, because a lot of people will always say that, oh, this is plastic, this is it is not good for the environment, and how do we convince them, this is not a one-time use plastic, and then with this, there's a pro and con there. When you're buying this, you're helping a community, and then I think slowly people see that, and when they have this basket, they can use it. So it's so useful. You can use it on a lot of occasion. You can use, this multifunctional, and it's not like just a bag. You use it just to put something in there, and that's it. Yeah. So I think from there we convince them. Then slowly people really open to it and started to really support this initiative and this product. Even though it's plastic, and actually PP, polypropylene, can be recycled. It's a P5, it's non-toxic and can be recycled. But I think at the moment, they're not really into recycling the PP yet. So, but anyway, the product itself, I think, justified by the durability of this basket, and also you will not just use and throw. I think a lot of our customers actually still have the basket that they bought like 4-5 years ago, and they're still telling me, I'm still using it.
I think I'm still using all the things that I bought from you.
yeah. I think it's like my sister, she's like using it to work every day, and it's still there. It's like still every day, still using it, and it doesn't break. Even sometimes it breaks, our customer will find ways to make the handle. They will maybe sew somewhere the handle, or they will use it to organize things. So I think people will not just throw it away because they know that they appreciate the work on it. Yeah, so it's not just like use and throw, and it's a very good gift to give away as well.
Yeah, and it's a very beautiful gift with a good message, because every bag comes with a tag. And the tag tells you the name of the weaver, the name of the woman who made the bag. So you know that there's a personal touch to that. How about in terms of challenges of working with the weavers? Did you have any initial challenges? Because maybe in terms of of course you mentioned quality, but other than that, do you have any initial issues when you were first starting out with the Penan Women Project?
Yeah, with first when we started could be the communication, because my Bahasa is like half bucket, and some of them can't even speak Bahasa, so we can only talk to the person that can speak Bahasa, and she had to translate it to Penan to so they can understand. So sometimes missing some translation, missing in the translation. Some of the things that I tell them they forgot to do, things like that happen a lot. But because we also try to work with, let's say, this weaver, we want to work more long term. So at the beginning, of course, when you are training, you need a few rounds to get them understand your standard, understand what you want. Then after a few rounds, they are okay. Then it become like quite auto already. They know what I want. Like right now, sometimes even I give them a mistake. Like I suddenly give a wrong design or something. They will come back to me. Are you sure this is what you want? Then I said, oh yeah, I forgot, sometimes I oversee something. So I think, but we managed to overcome some of those problems.
I also know that you did, how should I say, is it a mold? Did you work on a mold or something for the bag? That came about because of something that were they weaving the wrong size of the bag, or were they doing something that was not correct to the measurement?
So when we think about the Penan, right, some of them never really been to school, and for them they don't really know how to use ruler. They will just use something to measure, maybe a string or something. They just make a knot. Then they always use that. So
it's okay. You can hear your dog. You can hear your dog in the background. This is what everyday mommies do, right? In the house with the kids and the dog. It's okay.
Yeah. So when we first started, we have 12 sizes of bag. So they will come up with a lot of different sizes. It's so hard for us to control and to price it. Sometimes it's only 1 centimeter off, but with your visual, you can see it's a bit different. So how do we categorize them? It gives us really big headache. So, and I try to give them measurement. It's always wrong, because then I keep thinking, why is it always wrong? So I asked my leaders, why some of them can get it, some of them cannot. So because sometimes they have their own ruler, So you tell them 13 inch. The 13 inch will not be my 13 inch. It could become 14. So I keep on thinking, what should I do? How do I control that? So I came up with making wood boxes. We make them wood boxes and ask them to weave on top of the wood. So that is correct. Everybody will have a set of wood box. So they weave on it, then we know. I tell them, if you don't use the wood to weave, you weave by your own. If the box cannot go in, mean you got the wrong size. If you put it in and it's very, very loose, it's also wrong size. And then we will not accept it. So with that, we get to control them. And also all of them have to do their own name tagging. Before that, I'm the one who do all the name tagging, because I'm worried they will dirty the card. Sometimes they are very careless, or the kids will take the things, because as you can imagine, in a kampong, their house is not very organized. They don't really know organize things. So they will just put things around, eaten by the rat or something. So I thought, okay, I should be controlling all the labor. But then slowly I said, okay, maybe they need to put on their own tagging. So they put their name, they put their picture. So whenever the things come out, I will check, okay, who did this? If they made some mistake, I will give the feedback, okay? Maybe 3 times. I usually give them 3 times. Like, if you still cannot do it, maybe you need to take a rest. We either put you into something, maybe something different, maybe just only one size, so you will not confuse. Things like that, how we work with them, how we control, and teach them to be, what do you call it, have standard. Yeah.
And I also know that over the years, you have also innovated in so many ways. And now you even have your own PWP, a Penan Women Project, what do you call it? Label. Is it a label? Is it a brand? What's it called?
We call it a logo.
Logo lah. Yeah.
I think because nowadays a lot of, I won't say imitation, because for a lot of Penan, they also don't understand what is copyright, what is how to think for them, how to come up with a new product. So when I first started, I came out a lot of design, but always taken by them, because for them it's quite easy. When they see you weave like that, they can weave another. As long as they have a what do you call it, a sample, they can copy out, because this thing is not nothing like, it's not something what do you say, like cannot be read.
It's not like a secret thing, right? They can see it. If they can see it, means they can make it, right? Because in a way, actually, they are very, very intelligent, because they just have a look at it and then they know how to put the pattern or the weaving together.
Yes. And it's easily they look at our color, how we arrange the color, they will follow the same. Because before that, they don't really know how to arrange color. As from black and natural color from the rattan basket, jump into this PP strapping belt. In the market now, they have more than 24 colors. How do they mix? So they don't really know how to put color together. So they will just copy and see, okay, they do this color, they will try to do this color. So sometimes a lot of people will ask us, is that your bag? I saw it here and there. Or sometimes they will say, or some customer will also come back to us, okay, this bag is broken. I think I bought it from you. Then when I look at it, I can tell my weaver's weaving skill. And we do have a little, what we call that, signature, where we have our bags, which is not the sharp edges, but it's flat on top. When I use the old type, when they make it really sharp on the sharp edges, it's really always poke my arms. So I thought I can make it flat, so it's friendly for the user. Then we make that into our signature. So when some customer come to me, I can tell it whether it's our things. Because usually if, let's say the bag is broken or something, we will try to help to fix with the charges. But we cannot just take simply like whatever broken basket and come to us, because when we take a basket into repair, it need a long journey. We need to send out from KL, then to Miri, and then we have to pass the weaver into the jungle. They have to repair it and send out. So it's a very, a lot of work. So we want to make sure, with the pin, we want to make sure that we know is it our product as well. So we can tell whether it's our product, and also to give it a quality or certified. You know that when you see that it's a pin, PW pin on it, you know you are buying this product with a cost. You are supporting a cost. You know the story behind. It's not just a bag you buy off from some vendors. You don't know the behind of the story. But with ours, you know our story. With this, I don't know their story. So it's something that we try to market, say that, okay, when you're buying this, you know our story. And yes.
But I think that is also a good way to differentiate yourself from so many of the different types of similar bags, right? Similar bags and similar colors in the market. And if you know, you can clearly see that. I always tell myself, I can always clearly see when it is a PWP product, because I think the color matching, your color sense is actually very strong in that. So the colors really appeal to the urban buyer, the contemporary, the people in the cities and people who want to use it besides just the normal kind of bag. So whether it's a tote or a clutch or even a basket, I mean, the color itself is very, very striking. Yeah. So then now we come to something where I want to ask you, after like 5 years or more, what are some of the lessons you learned? Whether it's about yourself or whether it's about the Penan or whether it's about generally running PWP, what are some of the lessons that you learned about life or yourself or even your own perspective? Has anything changed for you?
Yeah, it changed a lot. Before that, I think it's just me, my family.
Okay.
And it's just myself, Then now it's me. I still, of course, my family, but then you have this group of ladies, their family, and a lot of time I think of for them. I would say, okay, if I want to stop this, or it's gonna affect them. When it affect them, it's gonna affect their family. So you become, you would think a lot, and then how to run it longer. How to run it longer and how to continue it. And from here also I learned a lot in my own capability. Before that it's just like, okay, I just do design, I just be a mother. Then I don't know business, I don't know how to talk to people. I don't really know like how to present, not present, like how to give talks, I would say, how to motivate people, how to empower people. But then now I kind of know like how to push the weaver to do better. And sometimes I see even young ladies not weaving or whatever. I would try to talk to them and encourage them and tell them with my stories. It's like everything is out of nothing. I said you create something, and when you have that idea or have that goal, you will see people actually come together and make that happen, right? It's like the volunteer come in, people that saw it say, hey, I have this idea, maybe you can put in, or we can help in certain way. And then you feel that, oh, wow, it's like the power of people is really, really there. When I'm doing this, it's like I really see that. And with that, I also always teach my kids and say, when you want to do something, put your heart in. Somehow, no matter, the magic will come. Like when you are sincere, when you do it, then sometimes when you think that, oh, maybe I can't do it, but then a lot of things will actually happen. I don't know why you call that. It's like some kind of
everything kind of like there's a kind of energy, right? Like when it all comes together, it comes in like a good combination. It falls into place properly.
Yes. It's always what would I say? The thing that I experience is nothing that I ever think I will be doing. Like maybe even 10 years ago, I would never think I'm doing all these things. Like go into the jungle, bringing doctors in, organize a medical trip. Bring doctors who I'm not in this field. Like putting people together and bring it to these people in Sarawak. Because when I first studying design, it's like, what should I do after I go back to Malaysia, especially in Sarawak? What should I do? And never think of what I learned I can put into this project, and it's really fulfilling for me. And I always tell my friend, if I die tomorrow, I'll die happy. That I know I did something. I always say that. Yeah, it's like I know I did something rather than I waste my life doing nothing. But I know I did something. That is something that I think I gain in the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh. The other thing I want to ask is, so what is the future for PWP? Of course, now we are talking about products and all that, but what else is in the future and what have you planned?
In the future, I actually like to expand to a higher level craftsmanship things. We are thinking into furniture because like I still love rattan. And rattan is it can do a lot of intricate design, but it's gonna cost a lot. A normal person, you will not just buy one rattan basket for few hundred ringgit that you can't really use. How do we use the skill they have and put into something else that we can justifies the high price of that piece, that woven piece. We have to pair it with other things that we can push out, because the Penang, they only know how to weave mat, just a flat sheet of mat. We won't use it. You will not just frame it out and hang it as a decor piece. How do we use that piece and make into something else where we can enjoy every day? So that is what I'm working on. And also how we're going to use the resource they have in the jungle. Say that, let's say, if they have any, because they always cut their wood to build their house, how are we going to use all those wood, the leftover wood? Because I asked them, what do you do with your wood? They said, we burn it. See, so sayang, the Malaysian always say, so sayang.
Yeah.
They just burn it off. So I'm thinking, how do we use those wood? we can turn into something. Yeah, and maybe teach them to do other craft. What do you call that? Wood crafting. And then maybe we can go to other skill that they have. They do know how some wood crafting, just that maybe not the design. They don't really know what to design. So I'm thinking of further exploration on their skill. How do we work together? Or maybe we can join with other tribe using different craft and put together. That's what I hope the future we can do that. In the near future, we are already is in the progress of doing the design right now and finalize the design. Then we can get them to do prototype. Hopefully soon we can showcase it.
Okay, so I have a couple more things to ask you before we end, but this is more on a personal basis. I want to ask you, like, what's your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Favorite book. Yeah, do you have a favorite book or books lah? Favorite books, favorite things.
It's so funny. I will learn from my friends. She always say, I read one book every day. It's called Facebook.
Okay, I guess that counts too. Okay, favorite movie.
I can tell you, I haven't have my me time for a long time. Like reading, it's like you don't have. My reading book would be children book because I read with my children. Right?
You can name a children's book. It's okay. I'm fine with it. We can name a children's book.
Like children's, I don't really like it, but I just read it with them. I like if movies. It's all about. I don't know. Sometimes people say, when you have children, it's like your world become non-existent.
Yeah, you become their world.
Yeah. So you'll be following them, watching what they're watching, like all the kids' movies. But if you ask me, there's so many movies that I like, especially like, I think I like Pixar because I think I like animation, like 3D animations. Yeah, anything from Pixar, I think it is quite good.
Yeah, like Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Bugs Life, right?
Yeah, I like Bugs Life, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, favorite food?
Laksa.
Sarawak laksa, right?
Yes, Sarawak laksa.
Because when you say laksa, a lot of people, laksa, what the hell laksa? So Sarawak laksa, right?
Yes, Sarawak laksa is one of my favorite. I love food. I actually like a lot of food. And I'm very adventurous in trying different kind of cuisine, different kind of food. I like our Sarawak native food. I really like native food. Like the jungle food, I like it. Yeah. All those. Yes.
Okay. Favorite compliment. What is it that someone always tells you that you're good at, and then you like that a lot? You like that compliment a lot.
You look young. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's like everybody would like that. I think if linked to the Penang women, I would think that when they see the quality, they can tell me, I can tell this is your bag, which is, I think, it is a compliment. They can see my style in there. They can see the color or the workmanship. Then that's something that I feel happy about, because working for so long with them, and then you finally see somebody can actually tell you, oh, I know, I saw your bag, and this is like, oh, okay. You feel proud of it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's actually being recognized for your hard work after all so many years, right? Of designing, matching, pairing, working on QC. Yeah,
a lot of time people don't understand that part of the, it's just a design. What's a big deal that I copy it or somebody doing it? It's like you try a lot before you come to this design. There's a lot of stage. You're testing whether this will work or not. So the journey there. So I think a lot of people don't really see, and this is something that I see. Not even just with bags or whatever. A lot of time people take the shortcuts. And, there are people selling that. Okay, I also sell it. It's like, it's not so nice. I don't know how to say. It's like
it's like your intellectual property, right?
Yeah.
Like you came up with it, you created it in your mind, and now it's created with something that's physical, but somebody just takes it right easy.
For me, it's like it's fine. Like if as long as it benefit them, sometimes it's good too. Sometimes if they can take it to another step, will be better. I like it when I see them actually make it to another step.
Do they? Do they actually do that?
Yes, they do. Which I actually compliment back to them. Just like one of my basket, the market basket that I have. The other day, one of the weaver, she was she's not my weaver, but then she was trying to sell it to me at one time. But because we have too many weavers and we have our own standards, so I told her I cannot take, because her basket is very different than mine. The size and everything is very different. Then so she started to copy ours, then thinking that she can sell it to me, right? So now I have your things, you will buy from me. Then I said, no, that's not right. I said, like, you copy, but then you cannot sell back to me because I already have that budget to pay to my weavers. Let's say I have 10 weavers making this basket. I already put them, they are already my commitment to look after them. So I cannot suddenly divert my budget to buy from you and then get less from them. So then now she actually made a little basket inside to make compartment. So I thought, that's a very good idea. And so things doesn't topple that easily. Yeah. So I think sometimes it's good when they take another step. Yeah.
So they start to innovate also, start to be more creative. Yeah. Okay, so final one. What is the one thing that you hope the people listening to this interview will take away or learn today?
That you can always give your, how do you say it? You can always give your 2 cents, but then you get a lot more back without expecting it.
Okay. Then where can people find you online? Where can people find you online? If they want to find out more about you, your work?
They can Google us, Penan Women Project. Penan is P-E-N-A-N, Penan, Women, W-O-Men, and Project. Then you can find us easily. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we have our own website as well.
So thank you so much, Anne. This has been a very enlightening interview, even though I know you for a long time already.
Yes.
But sometimes we don't talk about this kind of stories. We talk about other things when we meet. So that's why...
Talk about laksa.
Yeah, we talk about eating, we talk about food. So thank you so much for the 1 hour. You should spend 1 hour talking about Penan Women Project and all the other things that have happened in your life. And I hope that we will have you back again to talk about new things when you have new things. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Krista, and thank you, everyone. Okay,
thank you. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode. Find all the details on our website, womenpreneurasia.com. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. If you have already subscribed, please share with your friends about the Womenpreneur Asia podcast. In next week's episode, which is episode number 9, I'll be speaking to Dr. Vimaleswari Ramasamy, who is the CEO and founder of Sarawak Business Consulting, located in Malaysia. She's an engineer with a highly scientific and logical mind, and she also has spent a good many years leading human resources in the corporate world before quitting it all to start her own consulting business. We'll listen to a story of how she came out of the corporate world after 25 years to be an entrepreneur. Catch you in the next episode.